I had just finished using the outdoor bathroom, when suddenly, I saw my classmates running for their lives. I had no idea what was happening, but for safety, I followed them into the building. As more and more students gathered, a sense of dread welled up inside me. No one knew what was going on until a gunshot rang out, and we were all plunged into despair. There was a shooting outside. We could only huddle inside trembling. This was a kids' summer camp, and no one knew what to do next. Then I remembered my young woman was still outside. I quickly asked if anyone had seen a young woman in a yellow sweater. But with hundreds of kids at the camp, no one knew where she was. The gunfire kept getting louder, and everyone huddled together in fear. I had to set aside my worry about my young woman, just for a moment. Then I heard someone shout they're coming. Everyone rushed to the door, desperate to escape. I quickly followed. The crowd outside was in chaos, with bodies of classmates scattered across the ground. In the middle of the chaos, I spotted a young woman lying injured. I rushed to help her, pulling her with me toward the forest. Fortunately, it wasn't long before I found a hidden spot where other students had taken cover. We lay low, finally able to catch our breath. But the gunshots didn't stop, and they were coming from all directions. It was clear there was more than one shooter. We quickly called the police, but they told us the officers wouldn't arrive for another hour. The despair set in. I still couldn't stop thinking about my young woman. So I called again, but no one answered. Then a young man covered in blood ran up to us. He said the one with the weapon was an agent. I was confused. How could an agent be shooting at the camp? We didn't have time to think about it. The most important thing was getting out of this gunfire zone. Hiding here wasn't a long-term solution. We decided to move to a safer place, but I ran in the opposite direction, heading straight back toward the dangerous camp. I thought my young woman might still be hiding in one of the tents, but when I got there, the place was empty. I crawled carefully, using the tents for cover, knowing that if I was spotted, it would be the end. At a corner, I came across a young man wearing a yellow shirt. I tried to pull him to safety, but he stayed still. He said he had an agreement to meet his brother there. I urgently told him it was too dangerous, and he needed to leave immediately. Before I left, I reminded him to take off his yellow shirt, so he wouldn't attract attention. But the young man didn't seem to hear me.